Thanks to our sponsor Dundeal.ie, we bring you Business Bites, the best bits of that great business show, served up in individual servings.
Dundeal Motors is home to Ireland's largest range of new and premium used cars. That's why you'll find cars from Audi and BMW dealerships on Dundeal. Are you looking for a 7-seater to accommodate your growing family? Maybe you're after a luxury saloon to make a statement. We have the car for you. You'll also find Ireland's largest range of electric cars to help you make the switch. Visit Dundeal.ie today to start the search for your next car.
From episode 129, Tom Rooney of Dublin South Local Enterprise Office explains what you can expect at Enterprise Week. When I started my business broadcasting career, there really were very, very few businesses in Ireland to talk about. But how things have changed. Local Enterprise Week is upon us, and the organisers expect 10,000 business owners and what I'd like to call dreamers to attend some of the 300 nationwide events organised by the local enterprise offices, our friends the Leos. So, what should you expect and why should you attend if you go there? Tom Rooney is Head of Enterprise at Dublin South Leo and he joins Team GBS now. Tom, welcome to that great business show.
Thank you, Connell. I'm glad to be here and thanks for inviting me.
That's a chunk of people. 10,000 business owners is what you're claiming will attend. That's more than go to the races and go far more than go to a lot of football matches.
Well, we have a lot of clients across our 31 Leos, so there's always very big take-up from year to year. So, it's a great opportunity. It's a flagship event for us, and the whole week. It starts on Monday the 6th until Friday, and it's full of lots and lots of events that these guys can avail of. So we're looking forward to them coming in, availing of the free opportunities to pick up tips, to learn latest trends, to even if they got an idea in their heads and just want to maybe have a chat about it, meet a mentor. That's from all levels,
now,
at all stages.
That's one that I frequently mention to people. If you have an idea, go down to your Leo and have the chat, because sometimes they'll beat some sense into you, but other times you might just say, that's a great idea. Why don't you come? And you've got start your own business programs and. What other programs do you have?
Yeah, well, just to get back to the mentoring one, because you're absolutely right. It is the key and the first step that everybody should take. It is remarkable to hear that people, they're afraid to come to a Leo. I mean, we're not that bad. I mean, we're very open and welcome, and we've got a vast team of mentors across all areas of expertise that are ready for them to avail of and sit down and chat with.
We're on episode 129, and I'd say I've spent 128 other episodes telling people about the importance of mentors. You can find mentors for distilling, mentors for making clothes, mentors for running a shop. Isn't that correct?
It's remarkable, yeah. It's vast, the range of expertise that's available. Over 11,000 people availed of mentoring last year. So some aren't so shy, thankfully, but they're always open to more people with their... And that early stage, that business idea stage, it's so good to have a person to bounce it off that'll give you honest feedback, not just what you want to hear, but what, you need to hear. And he said, but it's the start of that process that maybe, okay, now I'm brave enough to take the next step and go on to feasibility, which is hopefully the next stage.
Well, before you get to that, you have heard, because I have heard, people say, oh, they're no good, they won't back my idea. But sometimes you're doing them a favour by not backing their ideas.
Exactly. Yeah, sometimes when you're a bit precious about it at the start, and
Truth hurts sometimes.
Truth hurts, yeah. But we have to have that honesty, and it might just be to go back and rethink it, or look at it from a different angle, or maybe just pivot it slightly, as we say. But certainly, we're not there to knock you. We're there to help you, and here to come back with a stronger idea the next time.
And there are, is it 32 Leos across the
31,
country? 31.
Very close.
I'm missing
you added one that we didn't have yet. Maybe there's one in the making. Yeah.
And of them, they're more or less going to have the same kind of events menus. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And one of those menus, one of those items on the menu will be start your own business.
Start your own business. Yeah. Start your own business is one of our key programs. We would have had, I'm just trying to think of the figure. We had about 4,000 people that enrolled for Start Your Own last year. So, every Leo has the same suite of programs, the same suite of supports. So everybody can tap in. Even if you call the Leo and you're from Dublin, but you're really, but you should be calling because you're living in your business in Wicklow, we'll refer you, but it'll be the same programs you'll get.
But you get different programs, and I'll tell you why I know that is Annalise Duffy is one of our great supporters, and she makes linen shirts, and I think she's a great Leo shopper. She does online courses. She's based in Kilkenny, I think, and she does little courses in Clare, and I think she may have done one in Kerry, for example, because you can do that, can't you? If it's online, you can just dip in.
Well, that's the beauty, and I think that's what happened during COVID, Conal, that we had all our programs moved to online, all our training, all our mentoring. So people, they could look up training anywhere they wanted. They could just go into any Leo they wanted and pick, it's down to, the availability of the course at the time that, that they want to do it. So yeah, any online program is available to all, free.
And the F word, free. You thought I was going to say something else? It's all free.
It's all free.
You've paid your taxes, go and use it.
Yeah, but primarily, unless there's certain programs like Start Your Own, there is a fee for, but the mentoring, those online programs generally are free.
Yeah.
For short courses, but for the longer courses there would be a charge.
Yeah, but even that's nominal anyway.
It's nominal. It is nominal.
Yeah. So over the years, and you're not old enough to remember when there wasn't any business in Ireland. You probably think it was always like this, but the numbers of businesses, the types of business, and the kind of energy towards business just is changed fundamentally. Do you notice that too? It
is, and I think the newer businesses that are coming in, I suppose it's almost like a different type of entrepreneur. They're highly energized. They're very digital aware, and they get a lot done even before they come in our doors. That's one thing we're noticing. How they use social media is incredible. While we put on programs for some, there's a lot they can teach us as well. And for us, that whole digitalization piece is important for our older businesses to learn. And to get more efficient at, optimising their...
And to get a website, because you guys give €2,500 to get a proper website, a working e-commerce website. And do they do it?
Well, in their hundreds and thousands. As you remember during
there
COVID...
There are many that don't. That's my point, really, is it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's open to all businesses. Yeah. Any business that's up and running for over 6 months can avail of the Trading Online voucher once they attend a workshop. It's probably the one that's... It's hard to believe that there aren't all going around with the trading on, with an e-commerce backed by a Trading Online voucher. But yes, it's available to all.
Now, you're in the posh one. You're in South Dublin, Leo. Do you notice any trends that are different in South Dublin, Leo, in terms of businesses and the types of businesses people want to set up? They probably want to set up kind of caviar delivery services or something.
Yeah, in the food sector, there are quite a number of very innovative businesses where you're plant-based foods, and that's from fish, plant-based fish to other vegan options. Fashion is one that we're seeing coming in.
That's
and sustainable fashion is a growth sector.
Because in fact, Annalise Duffy, one of her big things that I just mentioned there about her linen shirts, she was trying to reinvigorate the whole linen industry in this country, which has died a death. And not prior to her, not after her. She's trying to reinvigorate it. We need a really booming fashion industry in this country, don't we?
We do. And we have a lot of very talented and creative, innovative designers around. And I think a lot of them are taking maybe taking a punt again. They're setting up businesses because they're maybe leaving jobs that they had and looking for this work-life balance. And we've seen a surge in those sort of people coming through that are saying, okay, first of all, we had them through COVID. Now we're getting them sort of post, I suppose, during this current recession, people are maybe taking a take and, deciding that maybe they'll try and set up a business, and it's a good time to do it.
I had the football legend, Kerry football legend, that is Paul Galvin, on the podcast, probably back at episode 80-ish, for anybody who wants to go back and listen to him. If you want to really get your head into the fashion industry, he is an absolutely brilliantly insightful person, well worth a listen back. What other trends are you seeing?
Obviously, tech businesses, there's always a strong number of tech businesses there. And engineering is something that's coming back. I think people, again, it's probably due to Brexit as well, that people are getting opportunities to maybe substitute things that were coming in and creating their own products. And there would be some of the older businesses that are sort of rejuvenating themselves and coming in with new products. They're the key ones. We have In terms of the food, as I said, I mentioned, food is very strong. Particularly, I suppose, there's a diversity of food coming through as well. We have a lot of more diverse nationalities in the country, and they're developing more diverse food products, which is really interesting.
And I hope you tell them at a very early stage how difficult it is to make a business out of food, because it is tough.
It is tough, yeah. There's a lot of regulation, a lot of red tape, a lot of
delivery, and delivering in a gridlocked city. Good luck.
Yeah,
But don't give up.
That's always a challenge. But
what do you? Because we'll always go warts and all in this podcast. What do you not want to see? There must be a couple of areas, sectors. You don't have to name names or anything, but just sectors where you just say, "Oh, geez, no, we don't need another one of those," or too many dreamers in that sector. Anything like that?
I wouldn't like to say anything negative like that, Conal.
But we welcome everybody. Round about. I have in my hand at the moment a bottled water, a sparkling bottled water. I presume that we're bottled out with bottled water. So, similar things like that. Anything that you just say, nah.
Well, maybe the person that makes the bottle that's more sustainable and a clever bottle of
That's what
water.
we need.
Yeah, that's what we need, yeah.
Did you ever, second final question, was I have to ask you the final question. Did you ever want to get into business yourself because you've came across so many great ideas, or were you ever tempted to join one of the people whose ideas that you heard?
There are a lot of very, very influential people that I've met along the way, that's for sure. And yes, there have been times you'd love to join them. Personally, yes, I did have businesses in the past, and I'm afraid I've learned from failures in the past as well.
But you learned good, if I can use that phrase.
Absolutely, but that makes you the person that you are, and it makes the entrepreneur the stronger person in the next phase, because they learn from their mistakes. And I think we're well over that now. We don't just see failure as being a problem, we see failure as a way of learning. And our entrepreneurs are much more, aware, able to take that sort of hit and knock and come back even stronger.
If I remember correctly, you are an accountant by trade, is that right?
Yeah, yes, I am actually, yeah. I left accountancy a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still sitting up there on LinkedIn or somewhere. What I was going to ask you about that, though, is that just like as you see on Dragon's Den, does it ever kind of make you cry inside when people who are perfectly intelligent, perfectly keen on business, perfectly unable to work out what 1 and 1 equals 2 is?
That's so true. And it's probably when we analyse our business plans and our proposals, the financials are always the weak point. But
you will help them with that?
Absolutely. Of course we help them with it. But, and we have to help them, but they have to learn as well, because every business, you have to know your margins, your money and your forecasting. It's so basic in one sense, but it's a lot of learning for an entrepreneur. You're an innovative and ideas person. Finances are one area that if you don't know it, well, then get somebody to help you.
And when you go on, I know Dragon's Den is, it's TV, it's entertainment, but when they are caught and they're asked, how much does the bottle or whatever cost, and they can't answer, you say, good luck.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Just filling airtime or whatever.
It is, and it's so fundamental, getting the margins right. And a lot of our businesses, as they move maybe internationally as well, is, getting the price points right, not just for the domestic market, but being able to price it internationally. And a lot of our businesses, because they can go online and attract international attention, they can get export businesses easier and faster. But, making sure that they're priced properly and prepared for the logistics that go along with exports. It's
because the natural order of things is you go in as one person or two people into a Leo. Once you get to 10 people, you get into Enterprise Ireland, and Enterprise Ireland won't even talk to you unless you are going to export. Isn't that right?
That's correct. Yeah, we
love that.
We absolutely do. I mean, that's the sign of our success when our clients progress into Enterprise Ireland. And
but you want to keep them as well, the good ones.
We do. It's like losing some of your favourite children, when they go to Enterprise Ireland. But still, we love to see them flourish and grow.
Final question. I hope you got the email. Who would you hire in a heartbeat? He did. He got it great.
I did get the email, and it's funny. One name sprung to me straight away, so I'm going to say who it is. It's my son, actually. Who is finished college a couple of years, and after working 2 years during COVID, he decided to pick up his bags and go to South America. But he's a total entrepreneur. I can't stop him starting businesses. A lot of failures on the way, but I think it's his modern approach to business. He uses a lot of tech, and he uses a skill set that, we need to be bringing into our current businesses.
You better give him a name.
Oh, my son's name is Locan Rooney.
Did you think I was going to second guess you on that? And is he running a business while he's...
he has just started a new business since he came out in South America. He started it there, and he's now developing it in Ireland. So
cool. He's
pulling in his first clients. He's only back a month. So
well, if Lorcan is going to listen to this, on episode 15, there's a guy called Conor McEnroy. I think he is the most listened to podcast to date. So that's way back, number 15. As I mentioned, we're episode 129 now. Conor is the owner of the largest bank in Paraguay, and he says anybody who wants to go into business should go down to Paraguay, and he's there to help. He's our honorary consul down there. So he's a great guy, and the stories that you'll hear on episode 15, you won't believe, about being kidnapped and all of the rest, how he went from working in Dublin to owning Paraguay's largest bank himself.
Wow.
As you do. So there you go.
Certainly a good person for him to connect with.
There you go. Tom Rooney, Head of Enterprise, Local Enterprise Office in South Dublin, telling us all about Local Enterprise Week, which starts on the 6th and goes through to the 10th. Is that right?
Yes, and it's a great networking opportunity as well, we should say, because a lot of our events, while they're online, a lot of them are in person. So it's a good opportunity to get out there again and start meeting people. And
go to it. Great, thanks.
Want to increase sales, reduce overheads, and provide customers with a better service? Then use Big Red Web, the easiest way to develop and maintain your website. It gives you powerful business reporting, digital marketing, and automatically integrates with the award-winning Big Red cloud accounting software. It's a game changer for SME businesses. It's so good, the government gives you a €2,500 grant towards it. Big Red Web, e-commerce made simple. BigRedCloud.com/web.
De facto shaving oil, made only from natural oils. Nothing nasty on your skin.
This interview was first posted on episode 129 of That Great Business Show. Share with anyone interested in business. For more great business insights, listen to the entire back catalogue of That Great